Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Rue. Back again with another video, and this is what I would consider um, version 1.5, YouTube only, any of that stuff really. Um, Again, I stream on Twitch every now and again because editing these videos down from what is this, like 5.5 hours down to, like, what it is currently. It's a while. So with that being said, let's just get right into the video. Oh yeah, it takes time and a half. Dang it. Wait, if it takes time and a half, wouldn't that make wouldn't that make the these the best way to go through it? I am just figuring out the best way to make leather as we speak. And here I didn't realize it, but then once I really sat down and did the math, it's a really interesting formula. But I calculated that the sticks do half a tick, as you can see there. So then every two of the rotten leather or whatever, it takes 5 sticks. So then I noticed that for every two planks, it does 3. So then I did a whole multiplication thing trying to figure out what was the least, well, least common denominator to make them similar. Well, It turned out that the answer actually was 6. No, 5. But yeah, 6 and 5 basically. 6 of those type of flesh, 5 of the planks, and then that was like a perfect intertwinement right there, and then you know onward and forward from there. So at this point, I started to fall in love with the katana sword. Currently, still using one. My thing is, me personally, I feel like you would have to have a lot of that, like ore, and it also has to only be like Minecraft ore that you can use as well. I'm just thinking of like a con. So I'm gonna just name off the cons first. Why not? As I said, Minecraft items only that can be used for the most part in like swords and stuff like that, even in armor. Because katana isn't the only one. I'm pretty sure in the future I'll show the other versions that I figured out that you can do. The grading system, you can have an A tier, which A tier is literally the best. I mean, come on, it's literally right in it. It's like school system type deal, and then you can have an F tier. But there's no way to differentiate the way that you put the blocks in or the items in, the ore in, or the gems, however you want to say it. There's no way to differentiate whether or not when you put that bit in, that it won't turn into an F tier or an A tier or whatever tier in between the other 3 tiers, of course. And that is like very RNG, and it's very good once you get a really good amount of that like ore, right? Like say for instance, you probably won't see me use it here, but say for instance I make like a diamond one. I probably did make it on here. If I had like a stack of diamonds and one of them was like an F tier, okay, I put that to the side, and then I try to make another one until I get A tier, and then you keep on going through all of those, and there's so much of the variance of, oops, I messed up, now I gotta throw it away. Which then I also found another way how to not just throw it away. You can smelt it into something else, which it turned out to, turn into just gold. And then that's when it dawned on me, as of late, this is after the recording, I was playing on it more, and I'll show you again in a later video on how to exploit it to the utmost. And yeah. Okay, also, side note, because I forgot to do this, when utilizing the blueprints as seen with the katanas, there also is a very high chance of you getting a high grade, right? Just as high as it is with the low grade and the middle grade, pretty much, I guess. But anywho, say off first rip you get an A tier, right? Now with that, you are definitely way better than the regular items that you would make, or the regular pickaxe versus the blueprint version of the pickaxe. The difference between those two, you'll definitely see the difference between those two. I'll show you like thoroughly. And so there's that. You can definitely make better. It can end up being worse, but that's the RNG factor, like I said earlier. Normally, it has way more durability. Even if it's worse, it's still similar to the durability, I've noticed. And then you can use different sticks. So you can use a blaze rod for a stick. You can use iron rods for a stick, a regular stick, you know, all these new sticks. Anywho, you can use a lot of different things, and I know I said in the earlier one that you can only use Minecraft related things, but there is also with iron, I believe is the only one that I've seen so far, is the only one where you can use like an elevated version, like refined and compressed version of iron, and it still work. In the meantime, though, as I was saying earlier, okay, okay. Oh wait, what is this? Inventory explosive generator. Wait, what the heck? Just a vanishing. Allows for an easy retreat. Book of Disenchantment can strip some items from, and some enchantments from an item and return them as books. Right click on a grave soul with an enchanted item. I'm gonna put that down because that means there is a way, through Coral Tombstone at least, that you can disenchant things. What can you do with that? Don't have the required knowledge of death. I'm glad that I don't. No, I don't really need to know that one. Let's go back. So you got the strange scroll. Wait, what? Pregus Priest Sage's Unlucky Fishing. Right click on a grave soul to enchant.
Side note, if anybody knows how to do the whole grave soul thing where you gotta have a soul already there with the book thing to do the disenchantment, you know, please, like, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Drop it in the comments. Shoot, I don't even care if you be like, you're an idiot, do it this way or that way, yada yada yada. I don't even care. I might say, nah, I may not be dumb, I just don't know how to do it, but regardless, say it, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how to do it. And as you will see eventually, I have a couple of items that actually need to be stripped of their enchantments. So it would be greatly appreciated if I knew how, other than the whole like lantern, grave soul lantern looking thing. Yeah. Anyways, side note, don't that look yummy? I mean, like beetroot on beetroot on beetroot, but you see carrot in there. Don't even know how that's that. But anywho, back to the video. Now, can this be bone meal? Some gotta be able to get bone meal. Them things can go high. Now, as you can see, this thing is giving me trouble. Had to go back. Got me some things that was made out of sticks. And started shooting them a grip. Then after that, I was like, you know what? Gotta make me a spot where I can fish, right? So that's what I also proceeded to do right afterwards. Built out, it was looking pretty good. Then I thought to myself, why not slay using something else that needed a stick? I need to stop using innuendos to keep yelling out stick. I mean, saying stick. I mean, yep. This bad boy right here was looking very irritating because it also was. I still haven't finished it, and I've made uh like 2 more episodes off it. So you know, mm, mm, looking back at this decision, the only reason why I turned is because of those prosperity shard blocks right there. If not, I would have kept going. Thankfully, I didn't because now that I didn't do that, I've gotten so much more like space to really work with because I ran right into the mine shaft and everything. So, I mean, hey, you can see the mine shaft right there. That's one of the things that I do like about having the map because you're not completely in the like, oh no, I can't find anything. That's why when playing vanilla, it's a lot harder to find things. And say, for instance, you get the same world that I do, and then you go into spectator mode, and then you just fly down in the area that I was at, and you look around and be like, dang, he missed that, and that. Of course, not talking about ores, because if we're talking about ores, that's like really the hardest thing to do unless you're like literally cheating and you're just like, oh, there's ores right here, and then mine out somewhere else, there's ores right there, stuff like that. But regardless of all of that, at least this helps me see like certain structures that are easily noticeable, like the mine shaft with the 3x3 breakdown. You know. Side note: this is the episode where I should have went to that wandering trader and at least attempted to trade with him. If I would have ended up with more diamonds because that pickaxe in question had like Fortune 4 or something on it like that. It's very overpowered because it got like efficiency, mending. I recently put reach on it, stuff like that, and
Hey, I mean, what can I say? Except I should have done it sooner because, as I was saying before, using the sticks could have got emeralds for it, regardless of finding emeralds or not. So, yeah, two things. One, the blueprints, as you've seen, I got most of the stuff for the blueprints, yada yada yada. That's what I was talking about earlier, and other parts where I was like, there's an RNG factor to it, all of that stuff, right? Second thing though, that little blade thing that you see me make, and I know you've seen it because I've seen it. How it said that you could basically do like 18 more damage to like the dragon, and like Enderman, and this whole time, because it doesn't have looting on it. Let's just be honest. I haven't even attempted to use it on the Enderman to see how useful it was. I should have, although it is small, so you have to be like really close. Like you have to be like stabby range, and stabby versus sword range is like super different. But yeah, and this right here is where, as I was saying before, this is where I do the refined stuff, and it works perfectly fine with it for certain reasons. Um, probably just needs to be compatible with the mod itself. Like, say for instance, if all of those ores and stuff that I was able to get were compatible with it, and also were able to be made like with like the tools and stuff on their own, um, I feel like, me personally, I think it'd be cool like that. But as I was saying before, you know, there you go. You see it all there, right? And this is where you're gonna start to see when I say you're gonna see A tiers, D tiers. I've never gotten the F tier so far. Knock on wood, because I don't want to get it. I don't want to get an F tier the next time I try it out and get like and try like a different pickaxe out or whatever. Right? Right? Okay. Cool. Yeah. By the way, if you are playing this as well, might I just show you the capabilities of the lumber axe and why it is so important to get it? So, the lumber axe, the shovel excavator one, and then the hammer for the pickaxe. Them three right there were goaded in my eyes. If I, as I said before, was able to get like mending on the hammer and stuff like that, and like fortune 4 and all this stuff like that, like if I was able to strip the enchantments off of that one and put it on there, if I was able to do that, you think I'd still be using the pickaxe that can only mine one thing at a time? No, no, never. Pretty much. Like, there was a point where I went into the nether. I don't know if this is like spoiler for like the next episode or whatnot. I'll see when I look into it. Um, let's just say it is spoiler, but there's gonna be a part of it where I was crouching and I was using the hammer, and then I forgot that I had the hammer and didn't have a pickaxe, and then I almost killed myself. And yeah, it was very fun. It was very fun. This, by the way, is where I messed up. I made me a diamond pickaxe, and then I went to the wandering villager because I was like, why is he still doing this? I want to eliminate him. I want to kill him. Turns out he had the best pickaxe ever. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it when I slow down the video, but I'm going to make sure that you hear my reaction. Or if not, I'm going to do it right now. Did I really just used those 3 on this pickaxe and I got a better. Ugh. So now put braking on there, it really starts to you know, get everything out of the way. I really want to eliminate this guy because all he's doing is just over and over again. Like, what do you have to sell? If you don't have too much to sell, you're dead to me. Literally. So what do you have? Um, um, he just, yeah, he's staying around. I don't care how much he goes. So, well, dang, he makes all of that sound very worth it. I'm going to that village and I'm trying to make. Is this for the fletching table?
You know why I need the fletching table.
Oh, you make stone sword out of flint? That's kind of wild. Fletching. No, bro, I'm trying to see if you are a part of the fletch. There you go. You're a part of fletching table. That's all I need. All right, so now we're gonna take all of you. Yeah, that's a lot of fish in there, man. It'd be kind of bad if I don't.
Stick! That's why I needed the fletching table. Stick!
How you got there, but it makes sense if I was to say it. Okay, you ready?
Stick!
Wait, hold on.
Stick! I got a new stick! Stick! Dang, y'all was looking all up there. But anywho, y'all can tell who I've been listening to as of late, right? Right? Hopefully so. Now, if I put that green on him, he better be Marcus Smart. You get it? I put the sticks in, and then I got green from it. Nah, I said it wrong anyways, because it was green on his head. Put that green on his head. He better be Marcus Smart, but I didn't put green on nobody's head. I mean, technically I did, because if you think about it, why am I trying to explain this? Oh, well, whatever. If you think about it, the green particles come like afterwards, after you trade with the villager, all of that stuff. So technically, I did put green on him, just may not been on his head. And yeah, hopefully bro was a Marcus Smart. Anywho, the rest of this is just gonna be me mining a bunch. So I'm gonna just say this now. With that being said, it is your boy Rue with another edited video. Now that I think about it, this is kind of looking a lot like you know, surviving 100 days or whatnot, especially with like the editing style and stuff of that matter. But it's fine, you know, it's fine. But yeah, with that being said, it is your boy Rue
starting out, dude.